Week 12 of the NFL kicks off from Houston as the Texans will be hosting the Bills. Kickoff is at 8:15 Eastern Time. For the second consecutive day, Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow was a full participant in practice today. Cincinnati hosts the Patriots this Sunday. The Colts have added quarterback Daniel Jones to their injury report today with a calf injury. Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson returned to practice today after missing Wednesday with an ankle issue. Texans running back Joe Mixon is not expected to return this season because of his foot injury. Browns and defensive end Alex Wright have agreed to a 3-year, $33 million extension with $21 million guaranteed. In the NBA, ESPN reports that the Lakers are firing longtime executives Joey and Jesse Buss. The Buss brothers have maintained a role within LA's front office for 2 decades, with Joey serving as the alternate governor and vice president of research and development. Jesse was the assistant general manager under Rob Pelinka. I'm Amancio Bolaños.
Yo, I'm feeling fired up today. I don't know about you.
Are you ready to have some fun?
Let's go!
Look, let's be honest. Everybody stinks. The weather stinks. It's raining out here in Los Angeles. Everybody's hurt in the NBA and the NFL. Did I mention everybody sucks?
How's your day going?
That being said, we're here to have a super fun time. Yeah, because it's CNR time.
Now, if you were just listening, you're missing out on the visuals.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Hi, everybody.
I got a sweet T-shirt on.
It's youtube.com/@Covino and Rich FSR. Covino and Rich FSR, so you could watch what you hear. You know what? You can also see Amancio Bolaños. But first, we be rocking out. Let's go.
All right. Hey, an anniversary of a tremendous sports movie and a Christmas movie. So we'll get to a couple things when we throw it back. Some baseball offseason, some NBA injuries. But I want to start out by making a major proclamation.
Oh, boy.
Should I start by saying, like, hear ye, or something?
Well, yeah, I would say that's the proper way. Do we have horns or trumpets or anything, Sam?
Some type of proclamation? Music of sorts? By the way, I was Sam in the house. Danny G, what's up, buddy boy?
Yay.
If you want to chime in, Danny G's on standby. The smoothest, most buttery voice in all of radio. Hell of a guy. Living the dad life, loving his Raiders, loving his Lakers, even though Bronny got sent down today to the G League. He's loving his Lakers. Danny G's on the phones at 877-99 on Fox. 877-99 on Fox.
Danny G, what a juxtaposition. What a great word, by the way, huh, Monty? You proud of that word?
Is that a real word?
Yeah, juxtaposition.
I feel like he just learned it, though, Monty, because he's used it like 3 times in the past 2 days.
Oh, it's like on his toilet paper.
Yeah.
You know, word of the day.
Yeah.
Toilet paper, word of the day.
Yep.
How dare you?
I mean, that's how it happens. I've known you for 20 years, never used that word.
I still don't know if it's a real word.
I always
It's a
say
real word.
juxtaposition.
It's like a 10th grade learning word. Sorry, it is.
It's my learning level. Danny G goes from rooting on the Dodgers, who dominate and have all these stars and win the World Series, and then he's like, go Raiders. Like, can you be more drastic?
That's balance.
Like,
that is
honestly,
called balance.
Danny G, that's the most balanced fandom I've ever seen. Like, 1 minute you're like, yo, Freddie, Ohtani, Mookie Betts, and then you're like, yeah, Geno Smith, I guess.
Raiders keeps him humble.
Hey, the dream is Mark Walter can also add the Raiders to his portfolio.
Well, you could dream, my friend. So, hey, we're going to get to a bunch, but my proclamation, Iowa Sam, do you got some proclamation music? Hear ye, Fox Sports Radio Nation. I have good news.
Introducing the greatest head in all the land.
Oh!
The man with the biggest noggin. From here to Eternia. I don't know. We're in Eternia now. Dickie Doodle Davis.
I'm here to say, good news, everyone. NFL fans of every team, you should be happy today because I'm here to tell you, no one's good.
Woo!
Everyone stinks. Your team has a chance. I've had a change of heart. My whole, Nick Bosa's out.
I was about to throw a tomato at you, but everybody has a chance is what you're saying?
My whole sentiment of Fred Warner's out, Bosa's out, how many Niners, I guess, next year. No, I changed my mind. They have a chance. You know who else has a chance? Everyone else in the league, unless you're maybe the Titans, the Giants, Jets, or I don't know, who else? The Cardinals.
Can you give me a little credit, though? I want a little credit here.
And
this is Rich's proclamation. I'm not trying to take away, but we just came back from Arizona.
Yeah.
And we watched Rich's 49ers dominate. Granted, it's the Cardinals. I get it. But offensively, they could be really explosive. They were clicking with Purdy immediately. They're only going to click more and more, I would imagine, if they could stay healthy with what they got.
And
Rich was down in the dumps, as your mom would say, about the defense playing bad, or not playing bad, but, suffering from injury. But if you look around the rest of the league, if you listen to Monty Bolaños, everybody's hurt.
Yeah, I just heard
Nobody's playing 100.
I just heard you say that even Daniel Jones got an ankle thing going on now. A calf. So, everyone is banged up, and no one's that good. I'll give you the analogy. If you go to a bar, try to pick up some booty, and you look around, and it's a bunch of ugly dudes. An ugly dude has a chance then, because there's no good-looking dudes as your competition.
That's a weird analogy.
Thank you. Yes.
But I'm with you. I followed. But my point is, we're at this game.
If it's a bunch of tortas.
And Rich was sort of like, man, the 49ers look pretty good, right? And he gave me the right. And I'm like, dude, honestly, if they keep it up, they have just as much of a chance as anybody this year to win. And I feel like I got in his head a little bit because he didn't want to get too ahead of himself. But I think I sort of confirmed what you were feeling, right?
You perpetuated a thought that I sort of had a little bit, which was, you know what? Maybe every team does have a chance. Now, I don't want to ruin my own theory, but there are a couple teams that I'm like, yeah, they're pretty good. I don't think they're unbeatable. The thing is, we've lived in times where you were like, all right, it's Brady or Manning. We lived in times where it's like Seattle's defense or, the Chiefs. We've lived in times where there's certain teams that guaranteed you could punch their ticket to the AFC or NFC championship. Right now, it is as open as could possibly be. This is like, I'm telling you, look around the league and tell me one team you would put your money on. I dare you. Maybe the Rams, but Matthew Stafford's old. He any given moment, he's a good dude. His kids go to the same places my kids go. I see him around town.
There's a question mark for all these teams.
But
even the Patriots who are hot right now.
Every team's a quarterback little stumble away from an high ankle sprain. No one's that great. So my point is, if you're like, my team's good, but I guess this is not the year. The minute you think, maybe the Packers are great, they're wishy-washy. The Lions, even Perfett, who was running the boards here, who was always like, Lions. He's like, yeah, they're just a regular team this year. And I go, yeah, so is everyone else. You tell me the Bears are in first place?
No.
You tell me Caleb Williams is going to win a Super Bowl? Get out of here. And if he does,
my mom used to say, it's an old Mexican saying or something, or maybe, I don't know, in Spanish it sounds better. It's one of those. In the land of the blind, the Cyclops is king.
Your mom made that up?
No, but she would say things like that because she's weird. But it's true, right?
Well, so my analogy in the land of the uglies.
Land of suck, the average team is the best. You don't have to be that good this year to really stand out that much. It's anybody's league. When everyone stinks the way they're stinking, when there's no consistency, and every team is suffering with injury, in the land of suck, the average guy wins. The average team is the best one out there.
I don't need to do my usual Colin Cowherd and give you 35 analogies, stars, but it goes to dating, boxing, the workplace, anything. Honestly,
the Cyclops.
The Cyclops, it's always been my go-to analogy. But think about it. If there's a division of boxing where there's no dominant champion and everyone's mediocre, then you go through a lull in that division. We've seen it happen on a reality show, right? Let's do that. How about that? There have been years where there's a clear winner. No one watches anymore. But remember back in the day, it was like, all right, Kelly Clarkson's going to win. She's great. Mm-hmm. Or Carrie Underwood. She's a star. Then there's seasons where it's like, no one's really that good, so I guess it's anyone's chance.
Is that how Taylor Hicks won? Because I never understood that.
After that, you stopped watching.
Wasn't the guy 55 years old doing the twist, and he won that season?
He was probably your age now, but he just felt old.
How the hell did that guy win? How did that guy win?
He was one of the people. He was one of it. People are like, he's one of us.
Or maybe to tie it into the season, no one was really that good. Yeah. So it didn't require much to win that season. And that's what we're saying about the NFL right now as it stands.
All right, tell me, go around the room of the of my court, since I am making a proclamation.
Give the music, Sam.
Samuel!
People of Fox Sports Radio, we welcome the lamest of the lame, the corniest of the corny, the yappiest of the yappy.
Well,
It's Dickie Doodle Davis.
all right. Well, you know what? I want everyone in the room right now to tell me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, man, if I was the king, I'd put you in the guillotine.
Into the pit with those bloodthirsty sons of Moors.
I'd put your head on a spike.
I have an announcement.
We have found the witch. May we burn her?
How did you have that so fast?
I got all kinds of drops.
No, you don't realize that Ira Sam has a medieval soundboard that he breaks out once in a while. So go through the AFC first, right? I'm going to give you a couple teams. You tell me with a straight face if you're like, yep, guaranteed divisional or championship round. New England. You think?
No, they're not battle tested yet.
Not
They're
battle-tested.
They're good. They turned it around.
And you can't really say with 100% confidence that you believe a young quarterback, that he's ready for that. That's all I'm saying. Like, he's not proven yet as far as battle tested.
Drake May and his adorable wife. Seem great. but
Got
you
a
don't know.
young, great dude, playing great, MVP chance all around, not trying to take anything away. I don't know if I'm believing the hype yet because of the battle testing. Young quarterback. Anything's possible. We don't know.
Careful, you might get a Cam Newton headline.
Buffalo. I thought.
Two around.
I thought it
inconsistent.
I thought this was the year.
What Buffalo team are you getting?
What if Josh Allen has another 6-touchdown performance tonight?
Well, then they're on the right track.
Then they're on the right track. But if Buffalo tonight somehow squeaks by or has like an average, mediocre game against Houston, this will prove my sentiment, right? All right. I'm not convinced. Go to the North. Pittsburgh's falling apart. Aaron Rodgers looks like Old Man Winter more and more every day. That honestly, that team should live in a cupboard with Old Mother Hubbard. They look old. They look old and tired. Shut up. Baltimore's sneaking up, but Baltimore doesn't have a good defense.
Someone take his crown away.
Indianapolis, again.
Daniel Jones hurt.
Really fun story, but Daniel Jones might be a little banged up, and that'll play a factor. And Jonathan Taylor, we're banking on him to just not have any hiccups, right?
Well, here's the truth about that, though. I mean, I'm a big Daniel Jones supporter. I just want to see him do well. I always felt bad of his situation in
You felt bad
New
when
York.
you felt bad when he had that breakaway run for the Giants and fell on his face.
That was second to like the butt fumble to me, for real. Like, that was so embarrassing. Like, I was horrible. That team rides and dies with Taylor. It really does. Like, he sets the tone. I'm not saying Daniel Jones isn't important. I think he's great.
Yeah.
But they'll be fine. Let him get healthy. I don't know how serious this injury is, but it is Taylor's team right now.
No one people don't talk enough about Irsay's daughter, like on the sideline, really being involved. Like, I feel like she's not getting enough love because I feel like it was really mocked and criticized at first.
Well, she's not running things. She's just observing.
Yeah, but they're 8-2, and she's really involved and learning on the job, but also seems to have insight. Like, that was probably mocked in a lot of NFL circles. And now it's like, yeah, mocking it now. She's, I think that's a pretty cool story no one's talking about. All right. Not convinced, though. Jacksonville, as you said in our pre-show meeting, Monsi, unless Trevor Lawrence is playing the Chargers
Every week?
then I don't believe it.
I don't believe it either.
Denver, week to week, we say Bo Nix sucks, and then he's the man, then he sucks, then he's the man. Colin Cowherd 2 weeks ago was like, Sean Payton needs to find a new QB now. Like, that's what we're having a conversation about. And then Kansas City, if they lose against the Colts this week, they're donezo. No AFC team stands out. Point made, Rich. I know. All right, let's go to the NFC. Eagles look pretty good. But there's rumblings that, like, Jalen Hurts is unhappy, and they're not pleased with him.
There's like a thread you can pull, like that they can unwind.
You remember a couple of years ago?
Philadelphia.
Remember a couple of years ago, I think they started the season, correct me if I'm wrong, like 11-1 or 12-1, and then they unraveled and lost in the wild card round. Very capable of unraveling. Nick Sirianni is passionate, but that passion could turn to disarray quickly. No one else in that division is making the playoffs. The Bears with Caleb Williams. I'm really impressed by this story.
Well, hold on. Here's the cool part about them, if we're trying to be fair. It feels like they're improving every week.
Yeah.
I feel like they're getting better and better, right? So that's a positive. But, I mean, are you sold on them? I don't know.
Know what
I
I'm
don't
sold
think
on?
so. Not yet.
I'm sold on that Black Friday game. I know you're going to be at Walmart trying to, get new socks or something.
Guadalmar. Yeah, there's a sale on gold toes.
Yeah, Covino's going to be going to get gold toe socks. you'll all be watching what I think is going to be the game of the NFC year so far, which is the Eagles and the Bears on Black Friday. That is a telling game. If that's close, then my goodness, I don't know what to tell you. So, Bears, what a hell of a good story. Chicago, congratulations. The Packers, 6-3-1, respectable, but I mean, Jordan Love is suspect week to week. And
or as Colin often
Josh Jacobs
says,
banged up.
I hit Colin on the treadmill every once in a while. He's like, they do suffer from an identity problem. Like, who are the Packers? Who are they? They try to go at a run game, and Love improvises, and they make some weak
Jacobs
passes.
is banged up. Matt
They're
LaFleur,
banged up. They're not, again, another team with no identity, no consistency.
Matt LaFleur is being questioned for the first time. Like, ooh, is he the guy? And by the way, I just pictured you and Colin on side-by-side treadmills. You meant you listened to him while you're on the treadmill?
You said you hit him up. I thought you meant you texted him.
No, I go to 24-hour fitness. You think he's going to 24-hour fitness?
He's an Equinox guy for
He's
sure.
definitely an
All
Equinox. He's a home gym kind of guy.
Detroit, my goodness, I really love that team. Not as a fan, but I enjoy watching Detroit, but something's not clicking personnel-wise or something. It just
Perfett is our resident Honolulu Blue fan. What do you say? They're just another team this year.
I think the play calling for the Lions is obviously they lost Ben Johnson. We thought at first that they were going to be fine because they were scoring a lot of points.
Great points,
But
Sam.
in some of their losses, they've not put up much at all.
You can't lose the best offensive coordinator in the game to a head coaching position and expect that next in line.
They do have amazing personnel, though.
Also,
they got the guys.
Also, that old criticism of Goff not being able to play in the cold is coming
under
back.
pressure, yeah.
But
Man.
there's a whole bunch of dome games coming up for Goff.
They may emerge. And what's the sentiment now in the South? Baker's struggling, going through a bad streak for the first time. So the Bucs aren't playing well. In fact, the Bucs this week are underdogs to who? They are playing the Rams. They're playing the Rams in L.A. So the Bucs may drop to 6-5. So point being, there you go. Still not convinced anyone's good, except maybe Philadelphia. And they're, like you said, they're one little thing away from unraveling because they have that capability. Right now, I still don't believe in the Seahawks when I should. I think my Niners are right there with them. The Rams might be the only team, and I hate to say that. I'm a New York guy. I'm a Niners fan. I live in L.A. I don't know. Rams might be it. This might be Matthew Stafford's chance to be like, I'm a 2-time Super Bowl champ. Call it a day.
But
because as
your
of right
theory
now,
still is true. It's anybody's season. Anybody's
anyone
season.
that counted their team out, like, because my sentiment all along was like, I'm a Niners fan. Yeah, they'll sneak into the playoffs as maybe like the second or third wild card. And you know what'll happen? They'll probably get bounced in the wild card or divisional round. But you know what? I'm not so sure anymore.
They're 7-4.
Not so sure anymore.
Offense not too shabby.
And the Niners are very well going to be 10-4. Then they have a couple tough games. But you know the Niners play over the next 3 weeks? Panthers, I believe the Titans and the Browns, like 3 weak-ass games where the Niners, if they don't win, the 49ers play the Panthers, Browns, and Titans. You should be 10-4. Then all of a sudden, even if you're not the team everyone's talking about, you don't think Brock Purdy has a couple weeks to tune up?
We're seeing a lot of mediocrity. Injury has a big part of that. Inconsistency, like I said before, another major part of that. And it's just so much back and forth. The Bills could break that tonight. And we'll get to your feedback now.
Yeah.
877-99 on Fox. Your thoughts. It's actually a positive thought.
It's a great thought.
Your team, even though, hey, they might be middle of the pack right now, they're still in it because no one's that dominant.
It's good
Nobody's
news.
that dominant this year at all.
It's good news, everybody.
Everybody's
Honestly,
vulnerable. Everybody's beatable. It's anybody's league.
14 teams make the postseason. You can make an argument that any of those 14 teams could make a run if things go right. I think this is the most parity we've ever seen in the NFL as far as no team really standing out. The minute you think a team stands out, they have a bunk game and take a big step backwards. We've seen it with every team that looks good. So, dare I say, good news, NFL fans. Your team is in it.
Do you want Horns to play you out or no?
I think I'm good.
Oh, you sure you don't want them Horns?
Could Sam juggle?
Sam, are you the town jester here?
He's a jester of FSR.
He's the cheese of Cheeseton, the dunce of Dunceton, the goober of Gooberton. He's
Whoa.
the head of FSR, Dickie Davis.
Ah, yes.
He just
Dickie
lit his
Davis.
clubs on fire.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
When I say the head of FSR, I mean he's got a giant head. That's
Yeah,
what I
and
mean.
by the way, let me know if you agree or disagree. The number,
agree with
the number
you,
is
man.
877-99 on Fox. We're the most interactive show here. So if you want to call up and tell me I'm full of baloney,
You're dead on with this one.
then, hey, I would love to hear from you. If you agree with me, you're pretty smart because I think I'm right on this one. So is there parity in the NFL like never before where you don't see a standout team? Let us know. Again, 877-99 on Fox. We'll talk a bunch more NFL today. It's the anniversary of one of the greatest movie franchises in the history of planet Earth. We will pay tribute to a legendary film. It's a film, dude. It's not just a movie.
It's a sports movie, but it's a love story. We'll explain. But in the meantime, in between time, see what you hear. See Danny G's sweet beard, Iowa Sam doing his dances, the wonderful Monty Bolaños, and of course, Covino and Rich. Spotty's on the videos. Everything's Covino and Rich FSR. Rich, pull up the live chat. Let's chop it up. Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube, and we got more next right here on Fox Sports Radio.
Say please.
Please.
Okay. All right. Hey, buddy boy. Got to tell you about why everyone wants to hang at my house.
Your house.
My house for the football games. Maybe Black Friday. I'll have you guys over. We'll have some leftovers and watch, like I said, the Bears, Eagles. You know why? Because I got that sweet TCL TV.
Wow, exactly. The QD Mini LED, the brightness is wild, the contrast is deep, the color's spot on, and the motion, silky and smooth. It just looks better. No one wants to watch a choppy, weird-looking TV.
You said it, Buster. Now the price looks even better. Bigger, brighter, better Black Friday with up to 50% off select TCL TVs, including the Ultimate Series.
From the QM 8K, the ultimate choice, ultimate brightness, ultimate black levels, for the ultimate game day experience to the QM 6K, there's a sweet spot for every room.
Now, premium pictures on sale now. Plus, you can still enter to win 4 tickets to Super Bowl 60 with the TCL Ultimate Season to score at TCL.com.
That's super dope. Again, 4 tickets to Super Bowl 60 at TCL.com. Definitely check that out.
And like we said, we have no clue who's going to be playing in the Super Bowl. We know that Bad Bunny's going to be there. That's all we really know.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Hit your favorite retailer, grab the amazing deal, lock in epic experiences, epic savings, undeniable bragging rights now through Black Friday while supplies last.
TCL, official TV partner of the NFL. Bigger, brighter, better Black Friday. Select models, limited time. See TCL.com for details.
It really looked, for the first time in forever,
Okay, Elsa.
like LeBron James was having fun. It looked like he was, I get it, it was his return,
Come
he was
on.
excited, but there was a different vibe and a different level of fun and excitement from LeBron James, and that's the fun and excitement you need to have, I think, to win in this league. When there was too much pressure on LeBron, it wasn't fun, and it was all on him. If he's able to dish it around like this, man, they're unstoppable. I've said it, prisoner of the moment, but I mean it. Let's go.
Well, I love that phrase, prisoner of the moment, because I'm going to say a very prisoner of the moment type of thing. They're 11-4. They're not like average. The Lakers are good, but there's a team in the West. You might have heard of them, the Oklahoma City Thunder, who might lose like 3 games all year. They just don't lose. OKC just doesn't lose. Here's my question. If LeBron's playing fun, and we know the end is near, and I do have the sentiment that when all is said and done, LeBron retires, I think we're going to look back at times and say, you know what, we were hard on him. We didn't really appreciate him. The constant comparisons to MJ and Kobe. And, I know he sort of did it to himself with the whole not 1, not 2, 3, 4, 5. Are we still hanging on to that? LeBron
I-
Miami
I-
Heat thing?
Personally, no, Rich. I'm not a LeBron lover. I got to make that clear. I'm not a hater either, right? I respect greatness and have admired his career. He kicked off season 23. I believe he kicked it off with a 3, right, Danny G? A sweet bucket to kick it off, and that passes Vince Carter, most all-time, 23 seasons. You know, when I see him with his LeBronaham Lincoln beard, and it's getting a little gray, and he's just rocking that thinned-out sort of look, I'm looking at him not with the same lens that I looked at him before. Not 5, not 6, not 7. I'm looking at him now as a guy who has his son in the league. He's having fun. He has the ability to switch his game up, but he has this wisdom about him now. And at least, like, even that look in his face, like, he looks older now. And I don't know, man, I'm rooting for him in a different way. Like, yo, dude, have at least one more great season and stick it to this OKC team, man. They're young, but he's LeBron, and they have superstars. They've got Luka. They've got Bronny off the bench hitting threes.
Stop it! Don't be making it sound like Bronny's like a contributor.
That was a dope moment. No, but even Ayton had 20 points. I didn't even bring that up. He had 20 points. If LeBron's able to dish it around, they made some crazy passes last night.
All right.
I looked at him as a guy yesterday, to answer your question, though, Rich, not a guy that you wanted to roll your eyes at. I looked at him as a guy who we've seen grow up. In fact, we've grown up with together. Well, he's getting older, and I can only root for that. I saw LeBron the man last night, not LeBron the attitude-having basketball player.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes. We talk about pop culture. We talk about sports. We talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio.
When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best.
You were dating some girl, and you were like,
Hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense.
her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
we're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each
Yeah.
All right, buddies.
All right. Covino and Rich, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios. Every Olympic dream starts with the first glide. Through Learn to Skate USA, kids build the confidence, strength, and joy on the ice. Learn to Skate USA offers programs for skaters of all ages and abilities.
Find a program near you at learntosskateusa.com. Are you a good ice skater? Are you like Chad Michaels? Are you like Brian Boitano?
No, I stink.
You don't
man.
got the skill set?
No, hell no. I'm a Jersey Guido who lives in L.A. You think I was on ice skates growing up?
I don't want to tease anything, but are you like Rocky Balboa?
Yeah, absolutely.
Walking around the skating rink with Adrian?
Yeah, my parents never took me ice skating, never once in my life. I'd be the kid at Rockefeller Center, like, I want to be down there skating. No one ever took me. Truth. No one. It's not my fault. No one ever took me in my entire life. And then as I got older, I took my kid a few times, and I wore my sneakers like Rocky. Yeah.
What about you, Muncie? You a
not my
skater
thing.
or what? You ice skate?
I can ice skate. I'm not the greatest, but I can do it. I rollerblade better than I ice skate. I can't stop when I ice skate. I just crash into the wall. That's how you do it, right?
I always admired Tanya Harding's just desire to win.
Sure.
I'll tell you what, I'm
She'll
going
do
to
anything.
learntosskateusa.com
She'll
right now.
Anything.
All right.
Triple Salchow, double toe loop.
You know what we need on this show? We need our very own Jeff Gillooly. We need a goon. And if anyone messes with us, we send Gillooly after him.
I'll say we got you, but yeah, now I know what you mean.
Why?
I know what you mean.
Why? Monty, you too young to remember Nancy Kerrigan and Tanya Harding?
No, I know the story. Of course I do.
Did you guys see I, Tanya? I did. I thought it was pretty good.
That was such a glamour casting. You think Tanya Harding looks like Margot Robbie? Get out of town.
No,
It's like when Kevin James dates hot women in his movies.
Well, it's like when, what is her, oh my God, I'm blanking. Monster?
Yeah.
She does not look like that.
Charlize Theron?
Charlize Theron, come on.
They put they take her eyebrows away. They make her look like a freak.
She looks like a monster.
I should see that movie. I've not seen it. But I know what she looks like in the movie.
We're Covino and Rich. You could see what you hear. Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube. Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube.
Ooh. We're
now,
talking
in about 20
about,
minutes.
I'm sorry, go ahead. My bad.
I was just going to say, in 20 minutes, we do it every Thursday. Old school when 50 hits. So we throw it back and reminisce, and like Rich said earlier, it has to do with a very famous movie that came out on this day. We'll get to that. We need your involvement. 877-99 on Fox to chime in. And, of course, we're chatting live on our YouTube stream, Covino and Rich FSR. And, of course, Rich has your Thursday night foosball picks. But to wrap up our first discussion, we'll take some phone calls, but it really is anybody's NFL season. More so than ever before. That's just facts.
I'm reading the feedback. By the way, this computer has the speed of my AOL dial-up in 1998.
My Compact Presario had the same.
What-
no, my
what is
Hewlett-Packard. I had a Gateway that was faster than that.
Literally. Remember when you would download a really safe for work photo, and it would take line after line to get the picture? This is the slowest computer of all time. But I did see that Wes hit us up, and he goes, Dr. Jones has a chance, man. Colin in Canada hit us up, said, what about the Broncos, man? Are we downplaying them? Vegas hit us up saying the Bucks are going to beat the Rams this weekend, and Baker gets back on track. You watch. And New Phone Who Dis hit us up on the in-show and said, Burrow's coming back. Bengals are going to win every game down the stretch and win that bunk division and go on to win the whole thing.
Oof. That would be the story.
I wonder what that prop bet would be in Vegas right now. What's the future on the Bengals winning the Super Bowl?
It really is who gets hot right now. Who gets hot right now? And it could start with the Bills like we said tonight. We'll see.
Let's go to Mike in Vegas. What's up, Mike?
Hey, guys. Long-time listener, first-time caller. Just at work schedule, but love the show. I'm a Lions fan of 60 years old, lifetime of frustration. But my comment is that I think Jared Goff in cold weather is miserable. I don't know if you guys watched before the game Sunday where he had two gloves on. Anytime a quarterback's wearing two gloves, I never like that. I will say going down.
It's so funny you would say
My
that.
brother had such a problem with that.
We watched that game with Covino's brother. You make it sound like he's 12. He's 30-something.
He's like, yo, I don't get why he just has those gloves on, yo. Like, take them off. Is he cold or something? How you throw spirals with two gloves, yo?
Yeah, the guys, come on.
It was noticeable.
Man up, Jared. But, Mike, what are you thinking then? If not your Lions, who do you feel like might have an edge? Because at this point, I feel like no one does.
I think in the division, I think it's wide open in the North. The thing that scares me is the Lions do finish on the road in Chicago. So, again, the glove-wearing Jared Goff will be quarterbacking, and we'll see what happens.
Can I tell you that right now, I was sort of right, which doesn't shock me.
Oh, boy.
I just looked at the Vegas odds, which have been updated, and the Rams are now the favorite to win the Super Bowl in Las Vegas.
Wow, really?
The Rams and the Eagles, the two teams, the Rams and the Eagles are plus 550. And then after that, you got the Bills, Colts, Lions, Chiefs. There's a handful of teams that are about plus 800-900 or so. But
By the way, Rich, the Bengals plus 30,000 to win the Super Bowl.
Not happening.
You want to get Koa's college tuition? Let's do it. Let's go on.
And how did we get here? We were at the 49ers game this weekend, and I was like, yeah, man, why not? Why not the 49ers?
Because I'm the
and
fan.
Rich changed his mind, and
Yeah.
honestly, why not any team that's playing decent right now?
I'm the fan that discounted my team the minute Fred Warner went down. When Bosa went down, I'm like, maybe they can overcome. When Fred Warner, the heart and soul of the defense, went down, I'm like, yeah, it's just not going to happen.
No, but it's a great opportunity in life, right? When you see a bunch of average people or mediocrity or no one really taking the bull by the horns, like that's a great time for somebody to step up at the company, in the dating pool. We always say, how many beautiful women in Texas are with a bunch of goobers, right? That's a great time for you to go there and dominate.
I feel like that's sort of a sneak diss because my wife's from Texas.
I know, but we had that thought. No, we had that
know.
thought watching America's Sweetheart, and every time we go south, we see beautiful women with like dopey-looking
Well,
dudes.
hey, listen, what's up, Texas?
Point is, if people are just average at your workplace or in life or in your neighborhood, you could be the king of the tool bags. I'm just trying to be nice here.
Yeah, well, I said it before. If you got a dad bod and a belly, doesn't matter if no one at the beach has abs.
And sometimes even if somebody does have abs, doesn't matter.
Doesn't
matter.
Somebody in the NFL has to step up, and it could be your team.
Guys, we could have some good playoff parties at my house. Are we down or what? Let's do. I'm pumped. This January.
Yeah. I wouldn't dismiss the Panthers
Monty,
yet.
I got the heated
in your
pool.
next matchup,
I got the heated pool in the hot tub now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Telling you, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a great football playoff season. I can't wait.
Let's go.
You said don't discount who?
The Panthers in your next matchup.
You know, Big Mike, the guy that runs this place.
Who?
Mike.
He's the lone Panthers fan I know.
Never heard of them.
You know Mike. He looks like like Stone Old Steve Austin.
Stone Old.
Oh, we love Mike. He runs this
Mike
place.
Stone Old.
No.
Him and I, we have a taco bet.
Nice.
He's like, how about my Panthers going to whoop your Niners? And we bet a whole whopping Taco Tuesday $5. So,
I love that.
nice.
That's great. That's great.
You know what? If they lose to the Panthers, I will be bummed. But then again, that would if
But
that
the
happens,
Panthers have not been ass.
they have not
They've
been
not
asked.
been asked.
They're 6-5, right? And,
Yes.
And if the Rams beat the Bucks and the 49ers get upset by the Panthers, we're looking at like these teams are right there together.
Mm-hmm.
And who would have thunk that?
Who would have thunk it?
All right, I don't want to overdo it, which I am. So you could make fun of me, but again, you would never in a million years have thought going into Week 12 that the Patriots, the Steelers, the Colts, the Broncos, the Bears, of those, we're talking 6 of the 8 divisions, you would be like, no way, that's the team that's leading. The only thing that's sort of predictable is you thought the Bucs would be in control of their division, but only by a half game. You thought the Rams and the Niners might be going head-to-head, so that's not shocking. The only one that's sort of playing the way you think is Philly, because they're just the best team in that division. If I'm a Washington fan, you might be the most let down of any team. Yeah, I know the injuries are substantial.
Injuries, period, in life and in every sport.
Yeah,
but I gotta tell you about the NBA in a few minutes.
Yeah, in Monty, I'm sorry to say this, but the way your Chargers started the season,
Don't get me started.
I feel like the Chargers fans should be the most let down right now.
I do feel very let down. Losing Joe Alt twice was a big hit, but it's like you guys said, no one. I trust no one, and everyone is inconsistent.
Joel, Control, Alt, Delete.
Wow.
Yeah, you like that? You like that? Because he's like insignificant right now.
I
have a question.
I do like that.
Joe Alt. when that team with or without Joe Alt,
Yeah.
Delete that from the podcast.
Come
on, man.
Joe Alt delete. It's good.
It's good.
Rich just got it.
Steve's coming up with just good one after good one.
Yeah,
here.
man, I'm on fire right now.
Stone
Rich
Old
just
Steve
got it.
Austin.
Stone Old
Yeah.
just got it.
You know what? In a room full of mediocrity, it's not that hard, Sam.
Wow.
We've
What
pointed
did I do to you?
we've pointed out that in the sports world, there's not many funny people. So you don't need to be Cedric the Entertainer to make people laugh in the sports world.
Facts.
So Joe Alt, when he plays or doesn't, I almost feel does he play the role of 5 linemen? Because when
It feels that way.
because Danny, you were saying this the other day. I got to give you credit where credit's due. You were like, without Joe Alt, they're miserable. But when Joe Alt's in there, he is effective.
Yeah, he's like a security blanket.
And even though Geno Smith is bad under pressure, without Colton Miller, same thing for the Raiders. The Raiders have suffered from the same thing the Chargers have suffered from. a revolving door on the O-line. And it just goes to show you, if you can't protect your quarterback or your quarterback can't run half the time, you are dead.
There's a handful of guys like that, the only guy that used to get credit for being that effective, you named two of them just there, but my dude, Big Trent Williams, like they would talk about how, like, if he alone could protect the quarterback somehow. Joe Alt is that, yeah. All right, well, there she is, Monty Bolaños. What's going on,
no,
buddy?
Not just any Monty Bolaños. The most popular anchor in all federal prisons, Monty Bolaños.
Monty, can you please read the DM you got? This is great.
She's huge in the big house.
I got a DM. I don't check my DMs very often, but I happen to check right now, and I got one last night that says, "Just letting you know, people in federal prison love your updates on Fox Sports Radio because you tell all of the scores with pizzazz and spunk." Facts.
Signed P. Diddy.
Wow. Thank you.
Didn't Andy Dufresne take down his Farrah Fawcett poster and put a Monty Bolaños poster?
He did. I believe he did. Andy Dufresne. That's Monty Bolaños.
Stop. But no, great. I'm glad I could, bring some joy
Monty
to
Bolaños, old fuzzy britches.
Yeah. It's nice to know Suge Knight listens to our network.
Thank you. Yeah. Yes, right? See, guys, we reached the masses. Week 12 of the NFL is going to kick off soon from Houston, Texans, and Bills. That's at 8:15 Eastern time. Bills have elevated wide receiver Gabe Davis for tonight's game. Also, Texans running back Joe Mixon is not expected to return this season because of his foot injury. So there goes my fantasy pick. He's been on my IR this entire time. For a second straight day, Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow was a full participant in practice. Cincinnati hosts the Patriots this Sunday. Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson returned to practice after missing yesterday with an ankle issue. When it comes to the NBA, Kings center Domantas Sabonis suffered a partially torn meniscus in his left knee, so he is going to be reevaluated in 3 to 4 weeks. Lakers are firing Joey and Jesse Buss. Yes, the brothers to Jeannie Buss. She's going to continue her role as a team governor, but they have fired their front office Buss brothers. Joey served as the alternate governor and vice president of research and development. Jesse was the assistant general manager under Rob Pelinka. And we were talking about skating, so every Olympic dream starts with a first glide. Through Learn to Skate USA, kids build confidence, strength, and joy on the ice. Learn to Skate USA offers programs for skaters of all ages and abilities. Find a program near you, learntosskateusa.com. So find a program near you at learntosskateusa.com.
Thanks, Monty.
We can all do it.
Monty, next hour, can you please provide me some type of update on Brandon Ayuk?
Sure.
Because I'm thinking
with pizzazz, please.
With pizzazz and spunk.
with
When
spunk.
don't I?
No.
When don't I?
Prison pizzazz.
That's it.
Okay.
PP.
All right, we got more Covino and Rich, and we pay tribute to a classic film that I know each and every one of you love. And if you don't, think you're son of a fool. We'll get it next right here. CNR on FSR.
What's the show without a Brady mention?
I mean, TB12, he's the man. Can't deny it. But he pulled a move that I'm torn on.
This is a Pet Sematary
I
move.
feel like while we talk about it, I'm going to work out how I really feel because I've found myself going back and forth on this one because I have a dog. You have a dog. Danny, you guys got a pet?
Yeah, a cat and a dog.
Hey, yo, Derek, Mookie with Mookie. Mookie Betts, he's my dog. Hey, Derek.
Thanks, Poppy.
Hey, my dog, you my dog.
I was saying, you got a pet? I feel like you got a ferret. Do you have a
We
ferret?
talked about this. He shares a custody of a pet with his ex.
I have a
remember?
rent-a-doggy, but I would very much like to keep him around forever.
We all love our pets. If you're a pet owner, of course you love your pet. In fact, my dog is very old and unfortunately will not be around for much longer, and I know that.
Will Smith is my dog.
So I just
I
know
mean, it
that,
breaks my heart because I know your dog so well.
Yeah, and it's like,
and I love her.
It's a bummer. I have a 12-and-a-half-year-old French bulldog. That's the equivalent of a 100-year-old person. So I know that my wife and I say, come on, let's get one more Christmas. Like, it's an old dog.
She still plays, though. She was playing with her toys when I was over at your house. She loves life still.
She also fell off the couch and almost died.
Yeah, she fell off the couch and almost
elderly related, yeah.
Like an old person falling. We just had a friend, one of the kids at school, their best friend, lost their dog last week. And when you realize your dog is not going to be around forever, do you pull the Tom Brady if you have the money? I looked this up. They're saying this is like a $50,000 to $100,000 starting point.
Well, you know what I'm not buying here? If you listen closely to Isaac Lowenkron's news alert, his news update, which you never do, Rich, because you're too busy babbling yourself, he said something along the lines of Tom Brady paid $100,000 to clone his dog, but he's partners in this company, this biotech lab facility.
And he doesn't exactly have a great track record when it comes to investments, FTX crypto.
Yeah, but if you're a partner in this company, you really think he paid $100,000? He didn't get the company discount, or is this just good promo? If you're part of this company, you're not saying, hey, Tom, we'll do it for free. Just tell everybody about it. Tom Brady paid diddly squat to get this done, and you heard it from me. There's no way he paid $100,000.
That way, like, any pet lover's like, wait a minute, Tom Brady did what?
That's just what it costs, and they want everyone to know. If you
how can
want
I
it done,
do it?
This is how much it costs.
Well,
even Tom Brady paid. He's in the company. He paid nothing.
Well, I'll tell you what, towards the end of a dog's life, the vet bills might as well add up to that. So let me ask you, would you clone your pet? Covino, you've never really been that much of a pet lover, and then you got your dog Theo. Every day when you're sitting there watching the Yankees game or Love is Blind or whatever dumb stuff you're watching, your dog's sitting there with you.
That's right.
You told me it's the first pet you've actually really appreciated.
It's my dog. Well, I do have a dog, and I guarantee you my girlfriend would want to clone him. She loves him that much.
And don't you think that part of the enjoyment of loving animals and having a lot of pets is they all have their own, personalities.
Right.
Why would you want the next pet to be so much like the last pet you had?
I get it because you love that dog so much.
Yeah,
I'm
but wouldn't it be
maybe
creepy if it's just kind of like your last dog?
But here's my question. Isn't there something beautiful about having a pet? And as the old saying goes, they're just a little part of your life, but you're their whole life, which is really sentimental and corny and loving when you think about it, right? Like, you're their whole life, but they are just a fun little chapter of yours. Your dog lives 10, 12, 15 years. Isn't there something to be said about that's a beautiful chapter that you close the book on, and then you get a different puppy? And, remember when we had a little poodle? Now we got a golden retriever. Now we got a French bulldog. You may have multiple pets throughout your life. To carbon copy your pet just seems like you're living in the past. Like, there's a party that's like, time to move on, weirdo.
Where does this stop?
Yeah,
if
I made up my
able to
mind.
do this, are you going to clone grandma just because you loved her? Like, where does this go?
And she may not come back as grandma. She'd have to live the exact life that your grandma lived. She'd just be a carbon copy with a different personality.
Told you, I would find my way once we talked about it. Now, it's like, we always say you watch a fight, you don't know who you're rooting for, then the minute the fight starts, you realize who you're rooting for. I was like, that's sort of cool. The more I'm thinking about it, chapters of life, who your neighbors are, what apartment or house you lived in, what job you had, what car you drive. That would be like saying, I'm going to have the same exact car, same color, same model over and over and over and over and ever. Every time your lease is up or every 5 to 10 years, I'm going to get the same exact car. You have to mix up life. Yo, shout out to Monsi. Number one anchor among convicts.
She's on the radio again.
You guys are just jealous.
Man, Covino and Rich.
Nobody
on
from
Fox.
federal prison says you have spunk.
Well, can I tell you?
Is that why she gets all those letters in the mail? There's like a box of letters from prisoners.
I actually have received.
Hold on. I just got a message right now
It was in pencil because I don't think they could have pens.
One of our listeners is a security guard at a high security prison, and he said a prisoner that was recently executed.
Shut up.
His last request was
Stop.
a priest, a steak dinner, and a Muncie update.
Shut up.
And I mean, just saying. I mean, Muncie.
You know what? I hope he got it. I hope he got a live one too.
So it's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. You could watch us, Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube. Join the live chat. Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube. Danny G, super producing. Right now, we're live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. It's time for our tire rack play of the day.
Woo.
The Mavs are full of bad luck right now.
Towards half court, Lively into the front court. Williams drives baseline, flips it up. It's an offensive foul. The ball went in. It's an offensive foul against Brandon Williams.
Wow, are you kidding me? It was, and this is obviously, I would think, going to be challenged by Jason Kidd. Yes, that's a great call by the official. There was a lot of contact there. That is the right call. What a job by the official.
And they can't challenge because there's no timeout. So the Knicks with 0.7 seconds to go. Bridges lobs it in. Washington touches it. The game is over, and the Knicks survive 113 to 111.
And the Knicks hold on like Wilson Phillips, bro. 113-111, courtesy of Knicks Radio Network. That was our tire rack play of the day. For over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive.
They're shipped fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection, convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. Now look at the clock. It's time to go old school.
There's a certain...
Yeah!
What we gonna do right here is go back. Back into time.
Throwing it back for a Thursday. Old school when 50 hits. At 50 after, CNR give you the time capsule topic, and we reminisce together.
Yeah! So this is the chance to get you involved and reminisce. 877-99 on Fox. We do this every Thursday. Everyone put their thinking caps on. Because on this day, get this.
I don't got one.
All right, on this day, in 1976, great year, bicentennial, best year, Rocky had its premiere in New York City. And the streets of New York City were buzzing about this film.
Yeah, if you've watched any Stallone documentary, this wasn't the opening of the movie nationwide. This was that New York City premiere where Stallone saw the line wrapped around the block and people buzzing and talking about it. And in that moment, he said, like, yo, like, I knew my life was going to change.
Like, holy moly.
He knew in that moment that this movie was not only well received, people immediately were saying, Oscar worthy? Is this guy Sylvester Stallone a star? A guy that they didn't even want to star in this movie. Remember when he wrote the movie, they're like, yeah, we'll buy the script, but yeah, not you.
And he sold everything he had to make it happen.
He sold Butkus the dog.
He was the real underdog story, right? And now they're making a biopic about him.
Pretty awesome.
On this day, it came out in New York. So much buzz, such success that the next day, right, it continued to open in more theaters in New York City.
They opened it up in New York City the next day and then for the whole country at the start of December.
But this is when the Rocky hype began, on this day in 76. So, we have a theory. I can't say everybody, but most people have a different ranking when it comes to the Rocky movies.
Yeah.
And all of them are special or for their own reason.
You're going to have a different ranking for sure if you include 5 and 6 Rocky Balboa. There's 6 movies in the Rocky franchise. We're not going to count the Creed movies.
Okay, you've got to count the Creed.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
You going to put the Creeds in there too?
Yeah, we argued about this a few years back.
All 3 of the Creeds.
Yeah, because your top 4 could be any of the Rocky franchise.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness. Now you threw me for a damn loop, Danny G.
Truth be told, you threw me for a loop.
This is like becoming the Rocky cinematic universe. We're going to have like all these offshoots and so
No. Like Balboa, Creed, but it's got to be part of the franchise.
All right, well, you know what? Let's hear your top 4 of all of those. Everyone has a different order. Listen, when you talk about the Rocky movies, I know for a fact my order is going to be different than yours and yours and yours. So let's pay a little tribute to one of the greatest characters in sports movie history.
Absolutely.
As you like to say, not just a sports movie, a beautiful love story.
Was a love story. Is a love story.
Where's your hat? Adrian dropped her hat. Rocky Balboa. We talk about it next and take your feedback. Most interactive show, 877-99 on Fox. Paying tribute on a Throwback Thursday. Let's go.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio.
When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best.
You were dating some girl, and you were like,
Hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense.
her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win, goes.
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
We're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. I take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy? I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all's show. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
For a second consecutive day, Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow was a full participant in practice. Cincinnati hosts the Patriots this Sunday for Week 12 of the NFL, which kicks off later today from Houston as the Texans will be hosting the Bills. It all starts at 8:15 Eastern Time. Buffalo has elevated wide receiver Gabe Davis for tonight's game. They have also placed wide receiver McCole Hardman Jr. on injured reserve. Colts have added quarterback Daniel Jones to their injury report today with a calf injury. Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson returned to practice after missing yesterday's practice with an ankle issue. Packers running back Josh Jacobs, who's dealing with a knee injury, he also returned to practice today as a limited participant. Browns and defensive end Alex Wright have agreed to a 3-year, $33 million extension with $21 million guaranteed. In the NBA, Kings star center Domantas Sabonis suffered a partially torn meniscus in his left knee and will be reevaluated in 3 to 4 weeks. I'm Monty Bolaños.
Here we are.
Oh,
Here we are. We. Covino and Rich. Who are the we? Covino Rich, Danny G, the super producer, Sam. Spots on the videos, Covino and Rich FSR, Spotty Boy, and of course, always happy to see Monty Bolaños.
Hi, Monty. Hi, guys.
Monty's hanging today. We're live from the Fox Sports Radio studios. Rich is back in studio, by the way. It's great to see Rich.
Hey, bud.
And every Olympic dream starts with a first glide. Whew. Through Learn to Skate USA, kids build confidence, strength, and joy on the ice. Learn to Skate USA offers programs for skaters of all ages and abilities. Find a program near you at learntosskateusa.com. Yeah, USA, and thank you for rocking out.
And by the way, you can catch our podcast anytime, anywhere. Danny G does a best of every day and each hour. You can listen live on the iHeartRadio app. But better yet, forget that. Most important thing, I'm going to get through all of your noggins today. Listen up. The YouTube channel. Our dude Spotty Boy every day is streaming our show live, youtube.com/@Covino and Rich FSR. Subscribe to the channel. Watch what you hear. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go and chime in because there's a live chat. Get involved and be part of it. Covino and Rich FSR. And we had so much fun first hour, I could tell you, on that same YouTube channel, Covino and Rich FSR. We have a brand new Overpromise today. That's our bonus podcast. You could watch it, be part of it. Overpromised. We're going to talk Cam Scatterbo and ridiculous party antics because he did something ridiculous. This guy, it's not the wrestling story. There's another story. And we're going to talk Thanksgiving and Rich's picks for Thursday night and moving into Week 12.
Well, based on no one's really dominant in the NFL, I feel like I got some pretty sweet picks that we're going to win some money this weekend. So Overpromised, a very fun watch today. You will love it.
Uncensored and unleashed, Overpromised. Again, all at Covino and Rich FSR. So, every Thursday, we get you involved, Fox Sports Radio Nation, 877-99 on Fox, old school when 50 hits. On this day, in 1976, absolutely. Yo, what's your favorite line? It smell mainly to you? I say absolutely no.
It's funny you would say that.
There is no tomorrow.
We're clearly on the same wavelength because brainwave. I was going to say, when you call up with your order of the Rocky movies, throw in your favorite line too. Because I was just laughing at.
How about when Paulie's like, I don't sweat you?
Paulie's the guy that invented that
Paulie,
phrase.
You like snow cones? Paulie, my guy Paulie likes snow cones. Absolutely. Hey, Paulie, you like snow cones?
I think my favorite line is when Rocky finally made some money in Rocky 2. And Gazzo, remember the mobster guy, Gazzo?
Yeah, he worked for Gazzo.
Said, hey, Rock, you got some money now. Why don't you invest in some condominiums? And Rocky goes, to be honest, I don't use them.
To be honest, I don't use them.
That to me, it just defines the innocent, lovable character that
I
Rocky Balboa is.
Speaking of Gazzo.
Much like when Adrian dropped their hat, and like in that moment, Rocky's so dumb and innocent. He was like, where's your hat?
How about this? This is something I found out maybe 5-6 years ago, and we've loved and talked about Rocky films our whole life.
Yeah.
In Rocky 1, the original, he's working for Gazzo. And remember one of Gazzo's other goons gets into a tussle with Rocky, and he's like, "Hey, Adrian, why don't you take her to the zoo?" Do you remember what he says about people who like the zoo?
Yeah, he said something very...
He says something
politically incorrect.
There
Now,
you go.
Let's just
He's
say...
like, take it to the zoo!
Let's just say Gazzo's other goon in the mob said, take Adrian to the zoo. Let's just... People with special needs love the zoo.
Now, wait a few years. When Rocky 2 comes out, where does it start and where does he take Adrian?
To the zoo.
He takes her to the zoo and he gets engaged with Mr. Tiger there.
So what does he think of Adrian?
What does Rocky really think of Adrian? That's a whole weird,
what?
That's like the longest punchline, the longest joke that ever was. So, your favorite parts, but here's the real question. Much like Snowflakes, much like your favorite Tom Hanks movies.
I know
when
what
it comes
else
to
I know what you're going to say.
When it comes to
No two are the same.
ranking your top, we'll say top 4 in the Rocky franchise, and we're including Creed.
Yeah.
Creed 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, man.
Rich, all the lists I looked up on the internet included the Creed.
I don't think anyone's going to include the Creed
I
in the
love
top
the
4.
Creed movies.
So
I
do I.
think, now, to remind people, Creed, the first one, is when he realizes, he introduced himself to Rocky, and remember he wins, and the second one was
realizes
Drago's.
he finds out who his dad was.
Yeah, second one was Drago's son. Third one was when Michael B. Jordan, Creed, fights his buddy who got locked up for him.
Yeah.
Right?
Because he used to listen to Monty.
They were
while he
all
was in
really
jail.
good. Yeah. They were in jail.
Yeah.
They were all really, really good. But I guess I'll kick it off.
Yeah, let's hear
Covino
it.
here. We want to know your top 4 and your favorite lines. Man, I got so many favorite lines from Rocky. I'm still trying to think of my favorite
I'm
lines.
sorry. I'm changing our topic midstream. 5. Because with the Creed movies in, your top 5 movies, because I think I need to throw, 4 doesn't do it. 5.
right.
Give me 5.
All right, I got my 5.
All right, listen. Go ahead.
Again, on this day, this is when Rocky came out in New York City. It didn't come out worldwide until December, but this is what people started buzzing about. Rocky 1 is number 1.
Okay.
That's my number 1. So I'm ranking them.
I mean,
Rocky 1, number 1.
hard to argue an Academy Award-winning film, but I don't agree. But go on.
I'm not doing it like a countdown style. It's my number 1. Start with number 1. Rocky 4 is my number 2.
No.
And the only reason it's not my number 1 is because it's sillier than the first one. The first one was dark and gritty and grimy and won an Academy Award. Like you said, it's like it started it all. But Rocky 4, to me, was the most fun. For example, let me give you an analogy real quick. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom wasn't the best one, but it was the most fun of all of them. And that's how I feel about living in America. He fights in Russia on Christmas Day. Rocky 4, to me, is the most exciting, most fun of all of them. So he gets rich and he has the robot. So number 4 is my second one.
Okay.
Rocky 2 is number 3 for me.
Okay.
Rocky 3 is number 4 for me. So it's 1, 4, 2, 3. You had Thunder Lips and Clubber Lang.
Shut up, old man. You let something know where to come from.
Prediction, pain.
Okay.
So I got 1.
You got a big mouth. Why don't you come out and close it, bad boy? Come on.
1, 4, 2, 3. 1, 4, 2, 3. And I really have an unpopular opinion here, I think. Really enjoy Rocky Balboa. I did. Because it was like the full arc of the character. Adrian dies. Rocky Balboa, Mason the Line Dixon.
It's a good one.
I thought it was really good. I mean, it was sad, and that's why people don't like it. It was sad, but it was real. I liked it a lot.
Oh, man,
So-
I love your list.
1, 4, 2, 3, 6 is Covino. 1, 2, 3. 1, 4, 2, 3, 6.
Okay. I hate that I'm leaving Balboa off my list. Because I really enjoy Rocky 6, Rocky
He sat
Balboa.
there with at the cemetery with the
chair.
Milo Ventimiglia.
It's great, and that's
What do you say to the kid? Life's not all sunshine and rainbows.
You had a
Life's
great
rude.
speech.
Yeah.
But here's my list. I'll do what you did. I'll start at the top. unpopular opinion. The best Rocky, Part 2. And I'll explain why. The most montages, Adrian's in the coma, and the best line of any Rocky movie is in the second one. The best little sequence. Iowa Sam, go ahead.
If you don't want me mixing with Creed no more, we'll make out some other kind of way, you know?
There's one thing I want you to do for me.
What?
Come here.
Ooh, I got chills.
What?
Win. Win.
What are we waiting for? Take this!
Oh, man. And you know what the best is?
Yeah.
They use that at all the stadiums, get everybody fired up.
Yes.
You know what that made me think of, though? In the original Rocky, like, this whole place stinks. Stinks, all right?
So
place stinks.
I just feel like there's multiple amazing training montages. Adrian in the coma, just win. Everything about Rocky 2, he does when he finally takes Apollo Creed, not the distance. He wins the fight. So I go Rocky 2. My second favorite Rocky movie, much like Covino, just the pure entertainment value of Russia and Drago.
Drago is great.
And James Brown and Apollo dies. Rocky 4 is my second favorite. Then I'm going number 1. It's crazy to put the first original at number 3, but I watched it recently and I love it, but
there's something so 70s and timely and awesome about it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful movie.
Gonna Fly Now.
Yeah.
Masterful.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's 3 just because I'm not keeping it on 100% of the time if I find it. The other ones I will. Number 4, Creed 2. The nostalgia of Drago and his son fighting Creed trained by Rocky.
Yeah, love that one.
The nostalgia is off the hook.
You're throwing Creed 2 in there?
Creed 2.
Wow.
And number 5, as much as I love Mr. T and as much as I love Hulk Hogan, rest in peace, it was the cheesiest, and Mickey dies. I was emotional. And then Rocky's moping and crying. I don't know. Rocky 3 is number 5.
Shut up, old man. I ain't going nowhere.
I always
Why don't
hated
you
that.
tell all these nice folks why you been ducking me.
I always hated they had to call him Thunder Lips in that movie.
Yeah, so my list, my top 5, Rocky 2, Rocky 4, the OG Rocky 1, Creed 2, and then Rocky 3. I'm leaving a few off there.
Can I share something? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I was just going to share something real quick about Creed. I thought it was a little strange, the first one. So Sylvester Stallone has all these chats with Michael B. Jordan in his restaurant. And it's like daytime, nighttime. The restaurant never has people in it. It's always vacant. I always thought that was strange. Like, it's always like these heart-to-heart chats, but there's like no one eating in the restaurant.
Yeah.
I saw it in theaters.
Saying Rocky's food is weak.
Are you saying Adrian's restaurant? Because it was named Adrian's. You said it doesn't have good chicken parm or something?
No, I'm just saying maybe it was a front for something else. You know, it was like,
The economy, Sam.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Anyone else want to throw their list out there? Danny
I'll
G,
go.
what you got, man?
All right, 5 for me. Rocky 2.
That's your 5th favorite. Are
Yeah.
you going? Okay.
All right, I go
Rocky.
5-1 here.
Okay.
Retirement Made You Soft. Number 4 for me, Creed 3. Saw it at the theater with Brenda, and when we walked out, she said, I think I've seen all the Rocky movies with you now. That was my favorite. And Rotten Potatoes agrees. They give it like an 89.
Damn.
Yeah.
Creed 3 is your number 4?
Yeah.
Creed 3 is really good.
It
Maybe I have
was
to
really
rewatch it. I think I've only seen it one time, so maybe I need a rewatch.
You know the beauty about the Creeds, though? We're not like sick of them by any means. Like, I could watch any of them right now, like you said, and feel like it's the first time again.
I'm a little biased because I love the Creed movies. Number 3 for me, though, Rocky 4. Wore that VHS tape out as a kid.
Yeah.
Number 2, Creed.
Wow.
Yeah. That just, I mean, everything that we talked about so far with Michael B. Jordan's performance.
What
and
club?
Yeah. And
What club?
he moves to Philly and just that whole movie, man, had me,
Great. They are great. And for the record, I want everyone to know we're all fans of all of them.
Yeah.
So that's why it's hard.
That whole Creed movie had me hyped up.
Yeah.
And then number 1, I got to go OG, Rocky from 1976, where it all started. None of this would be possible.
You know what, Danny G? I'll say this.
All I want to do is go the distance.
Even the worst Rocky or Creed movie isn't that bad. People love to take a big dump on Rocky 5, right? Like Rocky 5 stinks, Tommy Gunn, George Washington Duke. I'll tell you what,
That's because his son was extra annoying in that movie. You know, rest in peace. I say that respectfully, but
It wasn't the
and
best
he didn't
one.
fight.
And Stallone didn't. That was the one that I think the same people were not behind it. But it wasn't as bad as we remember. I saw it maybe within the last 5 years, and I'm like, you know what? It wasn't bad. I think if he had fought Tommy Gunn in the ring instead of that weak-ass, like, go for it, like street fight, I think we would have liked it more. I really do. Rocky V wasn't that terrible.
I'm with you, though. It's not that bad.
I remember,
it's it's the worst of all these great movies.
Yeah.
It's not that bad at all.
And you know what? One of the ways I knew my wife was the one, besides...
You're going to tell that story on Fox Sports Radio?
Oh, no, another reason.
Oh, another.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn.
Besides the first time I got with her, I was like, oh, my God.
Holy moly.
I'm out of my league. Jesus. No, besides that, besides looking in the mirror and saying, is this true? No. When I was at work one day, my wife was visiting me when I was living in New York. We were dating, and she had not seen any of the Rocky movies. And I jokingly said, like, how on earth have you not seen the Rocky movies? And I jokingly was like, I don't know if I could date you. She's like, all right, I'll watch the first one. My wife, when I was at work, popped in, this is DVD times, we're talking late 2000s, 2010s, right? Popped in Rocky 1, and throughout the day, binged them all because she got into it and loved them all. And I'm like, I think I love this woman.
Wait, but you didn't watch with her?
No, she
Oh, she wanted
I was at
to?
work all day because she
Gotcha.
was visiting me in New York.
She was doing homework.
But didn't you want to see her face when she watched them?
I saw her face with the other thing.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Hey, you know what? Can I give a fun fact? And if you're a fan, this is common knowledge. But in the first one, he meets Adrian at the pet store and everything. It's Paulie's sister.
Are you hungry?
How about that turkey scene? That was a weird scene, remember? She's busted. Ah!
Oh, yeah. He calls Adrian Hilla.
Paulie has a bat. He's like, yo, Paulie, it's Christmas time.
I'll be honest, like, you know, when you really...
Yo, I'm wearing my sweater. Absolutely. What's going on?
You know, we joke about how, like, on social media, they pointed out, like, Zach Morris is trash, and certain characters are like...
Oh, Paulie's the
like,
worst.
Remember how it was like, you know, Ralph Macchio was the bad guy, and it was actually... You know,
Paulie was so flawed, man.
Like, you know, we always talk about how maybe Johnny Lawrence was right and Daniel LaRusso sucked. Paulie did nothing but get in the way. Rocky did everything to help this guy. It's
but he loved Rocky, though.
That he did.
Remember?
He
told
did love Rocky.
He loved him,
but
he wished he could be him.
He was drunk. He lost Rocky's millions. He, you know, Paulie.
He knew Adrian through Paulie. He'd go see Adrian at the pet store. Remember, he buys Cuff and Link? Yeah, these are my turtles, Cuff and Link. He's feeding Cuff and Link. He has those turtles till this day. So the movie came out on this day in 1976. He still has those turtles. True story. Look it up.
So he had to sell his dog to finance the film, but then he's got the turtles from the film.
He's got the turtles
in
from
honor
the
of his
film.
dog.
Still, he bought the dog back.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
good.
was the.
That actually really bummed me out. When you said that.
Doesn't that make you like love him that much more? Like he's got to be one of our favorite actors of all time.
Let me give you another awesome fun fact about Stallone. Yeah, absolutely. Came out on this day. Stallone stayed true to his formula. Carl Weathers was a football player. He was a Raider, Danny G. You know that. His formula was there's a lot of charismatic athletes that deserve a shot and deserve a chance. Hey, I deserve a shot, absolutely. And he got his shot. He gave Carl Weathers the shot. He knew that was Apollo Creed the minute he met him. You know the story. But he stood with that formula for every single movie, including The Expendables. He brings real fighters and real athletes into his universe, and that's something he stayed true to all those years.
You know, Mike hit us up in Kentucky, and he said, for all the times you've quoted all those stupid Rocky commercials, like, yo, smell manly. Remember, like, he did the Beast aftershave and all that? All those funny Rocky scenes were part two. When he was, remember, he was trying to make a buck after his fame. So even those little comedic scenes where Rocky couldn't read, that was part two.
When he had that stupid rubber nose on?
Let's, where do you want to start, Danny J? You tell me.
Let's start with Roger in Tacoma.
Roger. What's up, Raj?
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, buddy?
Well, first of all, let me say this. Unequivocally, Rocky Balboa is the greatest cinematic character of my lifetime.
I couldn't disagree. I agree with you 100%.
And by the way, the biopic is making news today because they just filmed the Ippolito guy. What's his name? Something Ippolito?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
They just filmed his scene of running up the steps in Philadelphia, and it's all over the place.
Yeah,
on the
it was
internet.
on TMZ this morning.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you could care for a character more than people care for Rocky Balboa.
True.
So I'm going to give you my 5. I have a hard time splitting 1 and 2 because they were both equally as important. I think I'm going to give it the 2 because it had more of the one-liners that you all remember, had more of the comedy. It was better scripted, but 1 introduced you to the character of Rocky Balboa.
Yeah.
And so it's really hard for me to take 1 and not put it at 1, but I'm going to do it but by a hair. Then I'm going to go with 3 at 3. And I'm probably going to, I'm not a huge Rocky IV fan like many other people, so I'm going to go with Rocky Balboa at 4.
Good one.
Because I got emotional. I don't know about you guys. Didn't you get emotional when he's
Yeah,
raging
well,
at the
we're going to
end?
hit him with, what do you call him? We're going to hit him with, not thunder bombs. What do you call it again? I got to look it up now.
I'm forgetting.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I because we see the arc of the character, and it's like, this is the end of Rocky Balboa, and I almost start crying. That's how much you start to care about the character. But as far as the one-liners, he had many. Most of them are in 2, but I'm going to give you a couple of them. First one is when the reporter said, "Do you have anything derogatory to say about the champ?" And he goes, "Oh, it's derogatory. Oh, yeah, he's great." That was a great one. And an underrated one was when he's talking to Adrian, when she didn't want him to take a fight, when he says, "Adrian, I never asked you to stop being a woman. Please, please, don't ask me to stop being a man." And so that one,
these are great quotes.
So yeah. Anyway, Rocky Balboa, fantastic. I love him as much as you guys love him.
That's great
thanks,
to hear,
buddy.
man. Do we agree that the greatest montage is "There's no easy way out"? That's the best montage.
There's no short
when he's in his car and he's looking through the rearview mirror.
I think I
right?
remember what it was. Was it Hurtin' Bombs?
Hating bombs.
No, it wasn't Mick. It was the black dude, the trainer that was in every movie.
Duke.
Remember, he's like, "We're gonna hit him
It
with
was
some
Duke,
hurting bombs." Mike in Fresno. What's up, Mikey?
Mike is right there.
Hey, buddy.
What's up, buddy?
I was born in '72, so Rocky was prime childhood for me. So slipping the video disc in on side A, having to put it back in to flip it over to side B, and then putting those bopper gloves on when the movie was over and going outside and beating the crap out of your friends. It was just prime childhood.
Did you
and
have
then
one of
getting the
those?
real boxing gloves.
You know those bouncy punching things you had? I had one of Rocky Balboa on
And
one
the other side, Mr. T was on the other side.
It was either
Like the blow up, it would come back up.
Yeah, remember those? I had a
Punching
Rocky
clown
one.
kind of.
Yeah.
What's your favorite one, Mike?
All right, so my favorite is going to be number 2. After that is number 3. After that is number. I gotta take it back. To number 1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
By the way,
then I'll go. 4, and then Rocky. I got to go Rocky Balboa as my 5th. But
you know what? It's
my favorite line.
Yeah.
My favorite line is just a single word: win. Because when you guys played that, when she said that, I get the chills every single time.
It's great.
Spot makes fun of me because I almost want to shed a tear during that scene. It's so emotional when Adrian, because Rocky says, "We'll find another way," and in that moment, Adrian realizes, I married a fighter. He's going to fight.
It's amazing to see the arc of the character, though. It really is. And that's why I'm excited about the biopic and how they made it, because Sylvester Stallone really is his story. He's the underdog. He made it happen. He became a superstar.
What about, we were talking about all the great scenes with Adrian and Rocky.
Mm-hmm.
What about, I'm afraid, all right? I'm afraid, when he was afraid.
Oh, so good.
Of Clubber Lang.
And I think this is common knowledge if you're a fan like we are. He was at the Muhammad Ali fight when Chuck Wepner went the distance. So the whole premise was based on the Bayonne bleeder, Chuck Wepner going the distance.
Yeah, that's
with
a crazy
Muhammad
documentary.
Ali. Yeah, Muhammad Ali cherry-picked this dude, and this dude, it was supposed to be an easy fight. And Wepner, the debate is, did he really knock him down or did Ali slip? But it appears he slipped. And he was inspired to write this underdog story, but to see how down on his luck he was in the first one to where he's a ripped, shredded heavyweight champion superstar by the fourth one especially.
I mean,
and then he loses it all again by the fifth one. It's just crazy to see. It's a great series.
We'll take the rest of your feedback, and we are going to dive into some NFL. It's not all Rocky, but we're going to get into some NFL, and I have a baseball thought before we get out of here today as well. And then, of course, overpromised right after our show, so all the stuff we don't get to, we'll get to there. So we'll be streaming all afternoon. More Covino and Rich and your Rocky feelings, your Rocky, nostalgia on the anniversary next right here on Fox Sports Radio.
Now, Rich, I finally figured out why my place is the hangout spot for all my friends except for you. You're not invited.
Oh, good. I'm not coming. Unless, you do have that sweet TCL TV, but besides that, Covino doesn't make it comfortable.
The TCL, exactly. QD, what do you mean I don't make it comfortable? Who cares? You got that sweet TCL, that ridiculous TCL. The QD Mini LED, the brightness is wild. Contrast is deep. The color, spot on. The motion, silky. It just looks better than most TVs,
and
your TV.
Now the price looks even better. Bigger, brighter, better Black Friday with up to 50% off TCL TVs, and that includes the Ultimate Series.
From the QM8K, the ultimate choice, the ultimate brightness, ultimate black levels for the ultimate game day experience, to the QM6K, there's a sweet spot for every room.
Premium picture on sale now. Plus, you can still enter to win 4 Super Bowl tickets with TCL's Ultimate Season to Score, all at TCL.com.
Again, TCL.com for your chance to win. Hit your favorite retailer, grab the amazing deal, lock in epic experiences, epic savings, and undeniable bragging rights now through Black Friday while supplies last.
TCL, official TV partner of the NFL. Bigger, brighter, better Black Friday. Select models, limited time. See TCL.com for details.
There's a lot of controversy about Christy Martin and Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney getting a lot of backlash about her portrayal of Christy Martin, and she's the reason why it flopped. The movie's flopping, is terrible in the box office.
Let's flop it more.
Oh, geez, here it comes.
No, I won't even go there. I'm too classy for that. But you know what? I got to say this.
All right, Freddie Blassie.
You know what the problem is?
All right, James Lennon Jr.
You know what the problem is? It's you. It's me. It's you. It's everyone. Everyone has whack-ass expectations. What did you think? Did you think this was going to make hundreds of millions of dollars in the box office? No one gives a shit because it's in the theater. But it did get us thinking about biopics we've watched over the years where some people really immerse themselves in the character and others miss the mark.
Okay, so we got 3 good ones, 3 bad ones. Of course, you could add to our list at Covino and Rich.
You decide.
At Fox Sports Radio, hashtag overpromised. You make the call. 3 good ones that we agree on.
By the way, the proof is you're not going to see it, but I guarantee the minute it's on HBO, Prime, Netflix, you're going to be the first one to watch it. You just don't want to get off your ass.
There's a lot of sour grapes, a lot of jealousy, a lot of people just hating on Sydney Sweeney. That's why Christy Martin herself came out today saying, hey, everybody back off. I fight for women. I'm going to stand up for her. She did a great job.
You talking about weenies that were mad at her jeans ad?
There's a lot of people who are just jealous of who she is, have a problem with that ad. You had Ruby Rose, other actors saying that, she was a cretin and she ruined the movie. There's a lot of people just hating on her because she's hot.
To quote James Franco, don't be so peanut butter and jelly.
All right,
Come on.
Some of the good ones, Rami Malek, Bohemian Rhapsody, undeniably great.
I think you and I came up with a top 3 that is undeniable. He was Freddie Mercury. I think he was Freddie Mercury. This is a great one to put on the top 3. Can I give you another one?
Yeah.
A guy that I think he, by the end of the movie, thought he was Abe Lincoln. Daniel Day-Lewis as Abraham Lincoln. Unbelievable. Not the Vampire Hunter one. Like, this is like the actual biopic.
I was going to say, I'm a huge fan of the Vampire Slayer, but you're right. This one was good, too.
Wait, he didn't hunt vampires?
No, he did not slay them, hunt them, or anything. But when he was Abe Lincoln, I was like, yo, this is so convincing. I feel like I'm in 1865.
Margot Robbie as Tanya Harding, I thought was a great movie. I wasn't expecting that. Good movie, really good.
I thought she was fantastic. And
you know who else was in that before they were super famous? Paul Walter Hauser. He was one of the goons.
Oh, Stingray?
Yes, Stingray was
from Cobra Kai?
Wasn't he Galooly?
He was one of those dudes in the movie, yeah, but we didn't really know him that well back then. But really good movie. Good movie.
And you know what? Margot Robbie played down the looks just enough because I was like, you don't want to watch this movie thinking like, man, I want to get with Tanya Harding. She played it perfectly, gave that little redneck vibe. I really think Margot Robbie, not only beautiful, but fantastic. I thought Tanya definitely got my attention.
I gotta say, we're not forgetting the Doors movie. We're not forgetting some of the other greats, right? So you could add to the list.
We're
like
allowed
we
to
said.
have our favorites. Those are our favorites.
Yeah, those are the ones we agreed on.
Want to go over the shit list?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yo, I'm such a hypocrite here because how could you say you hate something if you've never seen it? I couldn't be convinced by the trailer. I never saw Ali because I'm like, Will Smith, I'm not convinced. I couldn't even.
My man.
Bro, I couldn't even put myself in the mindset.
And when Rich and I agree, it's fact. I'm not a big Will Smith fan anyway, but I am a big Ali fan, and I could never accept him as Muhammad Ali. So it may be the greatest movie ever, but I'm like, I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I'm like, I am not supporting this.
I do like Will. I know you don't. I like Will, but when he's Ali, all I see is Will Smith trying to be Ali. Like, I don't.
Can anyone really capture the dynamic personality and greatness of Muhammad Ali? That's really it. It's like, even as great as Will Smith is or could be, it's still not Ali to me.
You know what? I think number 2 on the bunk list, she could capture the hotness, but apparently everything was wrong about the beautiful Ana de Armas as Marilyn Monroe.
She's so hot. She's so talented. But you're right. I watched the movie and it didn't suck, but I could never get past the accent.
It was like,
how are you Marilyn Monroe with an accent? This, along with Ali, Rich and I haven't seen it, but based on the reviews, based on the reaction, the only one that seemed to be impressed with the Smashing Machine was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I saw him get a standing ovation.
Smash.
He was crying, but people are saying this movie was ass.
Smash.
And it's his portrayal of Mark Kerr, the mixed martial art fighter, the wrestler, the fighter.
America.
By the way, I was a big fan of Weird Al's version, Living with a Hernia.
I feel bad. All right. Hey, CNR, Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio, doing it live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. And for over 40 years, Tire Rack been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free. Backed by free road hazard protection, convenient installation options, all at TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Covino and Rich, everything at Covino and Rich on social media, at Fox Sports Radio. Thanks for all the feedback. And, of course, the big reminder is you could watch this show live and participate live.
Please do.
At Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube, Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube, and immediately after the show in a half hour, our bonus show begins. Overpromised. We'll be talking about Cam Scattaboo and party antics. Wait till you see what this guy did. I say absolutely no, Rocky Balboa style, to what he did. We go over who might be ass, something we do on Overpromised, and I think we'll talk some Thanksgiving and more football,
Yeah,
Rich.
I got all my football picks.
All
By
right.
the way, Spot, give me a one shot of this shirt. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, you'll realize and appreciate this shirt. Sam, do you see this bad boy? Look at this.
I've seen it before, but that has to do with the Rocky films.
It's the silhouette of the haircut of all of Rocky's opponents.
There you go.
Look at that.
Rocky's hair was the poofiest. His hair was the poofiest in Rocky 3.
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
He had major 80s poof.
Yeah, he did.
No doubt.
Fun fact, since we're talking about it, Rocky Balboa came out on this day, old school and 50 hits, came out on this day in New York City, the premiere, worldwide in December. So we're ranking our favorites. Ken Norton, the actual professional boxer, was supposed to be Apollo Creed, and he dropped out. Carl Weathers came in, and then Carl Weathers said something about he would have done better if there was a real actor playing Sylvester Stallone. He didn't know that Sylvester Stallone was the writer and going to be playing Rocky Balboa.
And that's when Stallone goes, oh, he's perfect.
Yeah, because he wanted that Muhammad Ali
was
type
so
of
arrogant about
trash-talking,
it, yeah.
arrogant guy. And, man, just the chemistry, everything about it. such a great franchise, and I feel blessed to have watched it and lived it with you guys.
Yeah. Let's do 3 quickies, then we'll go to Monty for an update. We'll get back into some NFL. Let's start with our buddy Tripp in Vegas. Hey, Tripp.
Hey, gentlemen, I got a great story about Balboa. So it would go 2, Balboa, 1, and then 3. But when Balboa premiered, they had the premiere here in Las Vegas, and my boy's wife ran the events at the Aladdin. So we got all access passes. So we went to the premiere with the movie with the cast.
Ooh.
Then they did the actual red carpet. Well, at the time, I'm on crutches. I had broke my foot in a basketball game. We're on the red carpet with Tommy Hearns. We're right behind Rocky, and people are like, "Who is this guy? Who is that guy?" And then we get to the after party, and I was like, I got hurt during casting. I'm a small role. It was the craziest night, though, to be on the actual red carpet.
You know what I loved about Balboa, Rocky 6? The fact that they very much made it feel like an HBO pay-per-view fight. Like, they updated it where, like, in the 70s and 80s, they were more like movie fight scenes. They made Rocky Balboa. They broke out all the people from Jim Lampley to Max Kellerman. And, remember they would have, like, they had, ESPN and Fox on TV. And
hearing Lampley talk about the movies when he was being interviewed by you guys in Vegas, that was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it was a special one. I agree. All right, Ron in Rochester. What's up, Ronnie?
Hey, guys. I got 2 stories. I had an apartment in New York City, and I was renting it out. And this guy calls me up and said he wanted apartments for his daughter. And Burt Young showed up at my door. He looked really good. I took him out to my balcony overlooking the Hudson River. He's like, this view is spectacular. But he never took it. But then in '96, I was in Atlanta at the Gold's Gym getting a workout in. Dolph Lundgren was there. And I'm 6'2". He's not even close to 6'2".
Oh, by the way, I saw, not to get all pervy on you guys. Do you know who hangs out and they're hot and they work out together? Have you seen Dolph's daughter and I believe Van Damme's daughter are friends and they're like 2 hotties that are like fitness buddies?
No, you creep.
Well, you know what?
F you, creepo.
Yeah, you creep. We were talking about Burt Young.
All right, well, hold on. Spot for the
I was about to say Burt Young, out of all the people in the film, was an actual boxer. Paulie was a boxer, had a military boxing record.
He was born in Queens.
Yeah, 32-2, man. He was the real fighter of all of them.
For the people that are smart enough to watch here on our YouTube page, Spot, can you put up a picture real quick of Drago's daughter and Van Damme's daughter together? Thank you.
Spot, put a photo of Burt Young instead.
Yeah, exactly. All right, wrap it up. Prince in Tampa, what's up?
All right. You guys are going to laugh. You guys are going to have a good time with this.
What you got?
I have never seen any Rocky movie ever. Not even Creed.
Okay, wait, that's great because, where are you from again? Prince in Tampa. Man, which one would you recommend him to watch?
It's interesting. Creed. Prince, how old are you?
32.
32? Not that it matters. Are you a white guy or a black guy?
Black guy.
Black guy. I feel like the Creed movies are really contemporary, and anyone can watch them, but I feel like they really do have
They have a different feel to them.
They have a different feel to them.
They're great.
And Michael B. Jordan's like a freaking awesome leading male. I may watch
could you appreciate those without knowing the original characters?
You know what, though? Prince, again, race, Creed,
doesn't-
pun intended.
yeah, it doesn't matter.
None of this matters. I think Creed, not pun intended. You like that? Go back and watch all of them, dude. I feel like you'll love them.
They're great.
The Creed movies are almost like updated with more of an urban lean to them.
And they're
It's the
so
truth.
good as
And
well. You know what I'm learning from this?
They know what they've done, Prince. They took the Rocky soundtrack, and honestly, they took those old themes and training montages and sort of put a hip-hop twist to it.
Yeah, in
I'm
Creed.
going to start from the beginning and watch the Rocky movies and then work my way to Creed.
All right,
Do it,
well,
man.
let this be a warning.
Yeah.
Though. The original, the one that won the Academy Award that came out on this day, it is slow and it's gritty and it's very 70s.
I almost feel like I want Prince to check in once a week,
Check in.
having watched one a week.
Yeah,
Yo, I like this. It's like giving you a homework assignment, Prince.
Yeah, Prince. I feel like when you try to show your girlfriend or wife like a movie she's never seen. I feel like Prince and I are new pals. I'm like, all right, Prince. Next week, call back with your review of the first one.
Let us know when you watch the first one, and keep in mind that it is slower than the rest, but it's a different time and it's a different style of movie. All right, enjoy. Thanks for the call. And what I'm learning from all this is when you include the creeds, it's an even more difficult discussion.
Yeah, no doubt. What's up, Sammy?
So this is sort of running with Prince on the line there, watching them sequentially. There's actually a scene from Saved by the Bell where AC Slater's dating Jesse Spano, and I think they have a bet between each other. And if she loses, he's like, "You got to watch Rocky 1 through 5." And like, I swear that's a line right out of the show.
Is it really?
And it's like, you guys, you obviously have the Mario Lopez doppelganger kind of thing going. So it's funny. There was actually a scene where he says, "You got to watch the Rocky movies 1 through 5."
That's funny.
Have fun with that, Mama. All right. Let's go to Monsi. Monsi, you a Rocky fan at all? I feel like you've sat this one out.
I did sit this one out. I've seen the first one.
That's it?
I think so. My brothers watched them, and I watched my brothers watch them, but they did not resonate with me.
Well, you're also young. You're like in your 30s.
Yeah.
You're not some old biddy.
I'm not.
So I mean, if you were born after most of them came out, so
Right.
that might be a factor as well.
Yeah, and I think at the time, like I said, I think it's a boy movie. Not that I wouldn't enjoy it, but I do think it was a boy movie. Like my brothers were watching it, and I never went back to give it a go.
But off the air, I was telling her that Creed could work for her because it's not so much a quote unquote boy movie.
I think at the time it was. You know what I'm saying? When it first came out, I think
gotcha.
it was pushed for boys.
No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Some idiots would be like, "There's no such thing as a boy or girl movie," but I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's a boxing movie, and
Right. It's like I saw $1 Million Baby. It was about, but there was a girl. You know what I was like? I feel like, so I did not have much to say, but I'm glad for you guys that you enjoy it. So.
It's a great sequence. Did you look up Brandon Ayuk for me?
Yeah, I don't have good news for you.
Why? What do you?
It seems as though like nobody wants to really say anything, and there's a 49ers insider that's like, Kyle Shanahan has not said that he's not coming back, but they don't think he's coming back this year.
So
they did not open his window, which they could have this week, and they didn't. And so there's an insider who's just kind of like, it doesn't seem like it's good news.
Yeah, jeez,
So
man.
I'm sorry.
I was thinking for some like late season, like, oh wow, it's almost like picking up a cool player later in the year, but no
not-
Ayuk, I guess, huh?
No Ayuk. Week 12 kicks off soon, guys. It's the Texans and the Bills at 8:15 Eastern time. It seems as though wide receiver Keon Coleman, who was a healthy scratch last week because he missed a meeting, is going to be a healthy scratch again for tonight's game. Also, ESPN and NFL Network reported that Texans running back Joe Mixon is not expected to return this season because of his foot injury. This has prompted Mixon himself to quote tweet and say, "Now I get everyone's looking for splash news and clickbait, but I'm just curious. Ian from NFL Network, how do you know more about me than me?" So
Damn.
that's that's the latest on that one. Joe Burrow, full participant for a second straight day. Colts have added Daniel Jones to their injury report with a calf injury. Packers running back Josh Jacobs returned to practice as a limited participant with that knee injury. NBA news: Kings star center Domantas Sabonis suffered a partially torn meniscus in his left knee. He's going to be reevaluated in 3 to 4 weeks. And also in baseball, Hall of Fame left-handed pitcher Randy Johnson is going to have his 51 retired by the Mariners during a pre-game ceremony on May 2nd of 2026. And if you like skating, who doesn't like ice skating? But every Olympic dream starts with a first glide. Through Learn to Skate USA, kids build confidence, strength, and joy on the ice. Learn to Skate USA programs offer skaters. Let me say that again. Learn to Skate USA offers programs for skaters of all ages and abilities. Find a program near you at learntosskateusa.com.
Thank you, Monte Bolaños.
Can I give you one last story in 2 seconds? So apparently Cowboys wide receiver CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens missed the first series against the Raiders on Monday because they missed curfew after having dinners and drinks at Red Rock Casino. Social media has come out and uncovered this information, and apparently Lamb was seen vomiting at 7:30 a.m. on Monday. But he has denied that he was throwing up, said it's even disrespect to suggest that because he knows how to hold his liquor. Calvin Watkins, who covers Dallas Cowboys for the Dallas News, has the details.
That was an interesting story, Monty, because we did wonder where, like, it must have been some type of internal discipline that the 2 star receivers were sitting out the first series.
And they didn't say anything after the game, but social media has found this information.
Perfect. Thank you, Bolaños.
Yes.
Listen, we got more CNR next. Covino has an observation about the NBA that will blow your mind. In fact, what are your parents? It will blow your socks off. That's coming up next. Covino and Rich, FSR. Let's go.
nothing's guaranteed in life. And that's what I've learned through years of ups and downs. Now, Rich and I have been very fortunate to work together for over 20 years, but there's never been a guarantee. We used to get nice long contracts, and that was like year to year, and you're always on like the edge of your seat wondering if you're going to get signed again. It's not a fun life to live. COVID changed everything. People lost jobs. People go through jobs now way more than they did in our parents come up and our grandparents come up. Rich, we talk about it all the time. Your grandfather probably worked for the same company his entire life.
He worked for Con Edison in Queens, New York for, 40, 50 years and got a watch and retired. Like, that was the old guy routine. That was the blueprint. Now people are job hopping. It's a different world. But Covino and I have a theory we want to get into, and it has to do with the Nico Harrison firing. Yesterday, of course, Brian Dable. I feel like to be a man or a woman, to be truly humbled, to have character, you need to have been fired and dumped in your life.
Dumped, especially. Yeah, dumped, I think, changes a person. Fired does too, though, because it just shows you what you're really made of. It's not a fun experience. We've all been there. I like to say let go, or it didn't work out, or they gave us an offer we couldn't accept. But truth is, you get an offer that you can't accept because they're putting you in a place where you're forced to move on or forced to quit. So essentially, you kind of got fired. And it's happened to the best of us, but you got to rise like the phoenix. That's really what you have to do. It's your back's against the wall, especially if you have a family. You're like, all right, I got to get it together. I got to develop a new skill. I got to figure it out. And that's when you feel the most alive. And again, that's when it really shows what you are as a man or a woman and what you're made of. And it's happened from the smallest of levels. Rich, weren't you fired at Wendy's?
I was fired at Wendy's. I was fired at a radio station. We've all been fired, and we've all been dumped. And I really do think it's a true test of how you rebound. It humbles you when you think you're invincible. Like, she'll never dump me. Dude. I saw Covino at his most miserable moments when he thought some of these girls would never leave him, and then he's crying in his beer.
I think that's just as important as getting fired. Look, no one likes these things, but it's a part of life that shapes you and gives you character, like Rich said. And, Rich, that's a great example of my first learning experience that life's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows, as Rocky Balboa said.
Your life ain't all sunshine and rainbows. I
was definitely that guy who walked with the strut, thought his S didn't stink, was the coolest dude in the room. She'd never break up with me. She's lucky to have me. I'm God's gift to women. I'm the greatest guy because my mom told me so. And sure enough, man, I was dumped on my ass time and time again by women who thought otherwise.
Well,
and you know what, though? It motivated me. It lit a fire. It let me know that I wasn't all that in the bag of chips, as your dad probably used to say. And I remember this clear as day, Rich. My Uncle Joe said to me, you know what? He's like, I actually like you better, man, as a result, because you've been humbled. You become a real person. You're no longer a cocky wooden boy anymore. You're not a Pinocchio. You're a real man because you know what it's like to experience heartbreak and loss and defeat and being fired. It humbles you and it puts you on your ass into a real place that some people need to be.
And before he got fired, we used to call him Covnocchio. No, but I remember we are on Fox Sports Radio. Is it true that the first two main girlfriends you've had in your life back in your day?
Yes. Are you going to tie this into sports?
Dumped you for a New Jersey Net.
Yes.
At the time.
Yep.
And then the next girlfriend dumped you for a New York Ranger.
Absolutely, yes. That's a true story. I'm not proud of it, but it goes to show you I was a dude living in my parents' basement, or as I used to tell girls, I have these old roommates that live with me. Don't mind those old people. They're my roommates.
They live upstairs. They rent from me.
They rent from me. I was living at home. I was driving radio station vehicles. I was on my grind, on my come up. I sold these beautiful women on my goals and dreams, and they left me for dudes with money. They left me for dudes that were doing big things in professional sports. That humbles you. So back-to-back days, we're talking about people getting fired.
The best of the best in sports have been let go out of contracts.
Yep.
Coaches have been fired. Players that are Hall of Famers have been, we're going to release you. We're not going to pick up the option on your deal. Like, this happens to everyone, and I really do think it's a test to see what you're made of. And
a wake-up
Harrison
call.
And Brian Dable both facing these obstacles over the last 2 days. And you know what? Sometimes the cushion's a little softer when you have guaranteed money and you're like, I could just chill for a couple years like some of these coaches. But there is something humbling about it.
Rich is whack. Do. Rich is whack. Rich is whack. Do. All right, Covino and Rich, we're live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. Everybody knows this is Frank Stallone, right?
I was just going to ask Monsi if she knew that because she's not a Rocky. This is Sylvester Stallone's brother, Frank.
From the original movie.
Who, by the way, still does like little concerts around L.A., like little jazz places and stuff. Like Frank Stallone.
Every Olympic dream starts with a first glide. Through Learn to Skate USA, kids build confidence, strength, and joy on the ice. Learn to Skate USA offers programs for skaters of all ages and abilities. Find a program near you at learntosskateusa.com.
If there's something I learned today, it's our love of Rocky.
Yeah.
No team in the NFL is dominant. And that's really an initiative to get people to skate, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I like that. Quick reminder.
That's
Quick
what I learned.
reminder on tomorrow's show. Ooh, the game that's sweeping the nation. More reason why you got to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Covino and Rich FSR. Brainwave is like an interactive, you got to watch it sort of game. We play Brainwave, and we give away prizes. Plus, we get you ready for the weekend with Weekend Hobnobbing. That's on tomorrow's show right here on Fox Sports Radio. Now, Rich, get this. You keep listening to Monsi and Perfett and Dan Byer. You keep hearing about all these injuries. We talked about football, how no team is really dominant. Inconsistencies, injuries, big part of that.
Yeah. Well, I guess there's a lot of teams that we thought would be dominant that are missing pieces. Yeah,
but the NBA, we talked a lot about LeBron this week.
Austin Reeves.
This is staggering. The number of NBA stars that are currently out with injury, staggering and needs to be pointed out. You hear them in the updates, but when you hear them collectively, you're like, no way.
Give me a list. Read me a laundry list of NBA All-Stars.
When you hear them all together, it's a different story. Kyrie Irving, ACL. Ding. Anthony Davis, calf.
Ding.
Giannis, groin.
Ding.
Jalen Brunson, ankle. Wembanyama, calf. Joel Embiid, knee. Jason Tatum, Achilles. Ja Morant, calf. Jalen Williams, wrist. Kawhi Leonard, ankle. Lillard, Achilles. Trae Young, knee. Banchero, groin. Halliburton, Achilles. Adebayo, toe. Drew Holiday, calf. Sabonis, you heard Monty talking about it, knee. Murray, Achilles. Tyler Hero, ankle. Zion Williamson, hamstring. It's like these are big. They're not just random people. These are superstars of the NBA. The biggest names in the NBA all out with injury. It's insane.
You forgot Kawhi Leonard, fraud.
No, he did. Oh, fraud.
Fraud.
By the way, Danny, he just named like 20 All-Stars.
Yeah.
Everyone Covino named, I think,
and by the way,
with the exception of one, might have been an all-star at some point in their NBA career.
There's a new person added like every 2 minutes. So that's just as of right now. It's insane. So you got to point that out. We were talking about all the NFL injuries. What gives? And what gives in the NBA?
Well, you know my theory. My theory that you guys all make fun of me for is that we have evolved as humans. We're bigger and stronger and faster than ever before. But you know what hasn't changed? Like what a ligament is capable of, and when you're making these fast twitch movements and you're moving at the size and speed, guys that are 6'6", 200-something pounds of muscle and speed, our human body is just maybe not capable of sustaining how quickly we play sports now.
Sort of, or that level of explosiveness.
The explosive moves, your body and your tendons can't handle it. You can't strengthen your tendons like that.
I bet you if Reebok pumps came back, some of these injuries.
That's the solution.
Danny,
one. It's really funny. I feel like that's the solution.
And by the way, there's so many other names, too, I didn't even get to, like Nesmith and Braun and Castle. And it's insane. What gives?
Hey, overpromise. We'll get to all the stuff we didn't get to, so hang tight. More Covino and Rich. Until then, arrivederci, baby.
See you in the overpromise land.
Yo.